the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The action tonight will be happening out in Dallas, where the Mavericks will be going up against the Detroit Pistons. Well, for Detroit, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. Well, we knew Harrison Barnes would see a boost in scoring after leaving Golden State, but man, I think it's safe to say he's exceeded expectations. You think?
You know, he could put up 20 a game as a focal point. You know, his ISO game, Kenny, is fantastic.
I agree.
Can he be a number one option?
I think he can be a number one option, but I think he serves best as a number two option because then he can kind of roam around in it, and the dependability isn't there every night.
That's it for us for now. Kevin Harlan standing by, ready to bring you the play-by-play.
Where you going?
Nowhere.
I'll just be here waiting for you till you get back. Go out there and dunk on somebody for me. DJ Mad Hops.
We've got basketball action at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks, live on 2K Sports. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Taking a look at Detroit, they've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And I think for the Pistons, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the year's gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
And I don't think they knew exactly what they were either at the beginning of the season. But as they've gotten more familiar with one another, their chemistry has really developed over time.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Stan Van Gundy was the head coach in Miami, Orlando, and now Detroit. Now he's promised his wife that this is the last stop. He said, I wanted one more shot at it. I've got a great owner, and I should be able to get it turned around in the time that he's giving me. If I don't, I don't. But this will be the last one. Kevin?
And D.A., it's obvious that Stan has a real love for the game. Here's hoping he turns that storied franchise around. And both these teams very aggressive. Looking at early offense. Transition defense, I think, would be critical. What do you think?
Up-tempo basketball, Kevin. Up-tempo basketball. Right now, the pace. How do you control the pace? You got to control the boards. You got to be aggressive on the defensive end because this game can get out of hand if you don't get back on deep.
And it's the Mavericks to start out. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Pistons, Jackson and Bradley are in the backcourt. The big men, Tolliver and Drummond. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Smith up top, guarded by Jackson. Curry against Bradley. And stolen by Drummond. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
As a kid, Jackson saw a lot of the world. His dad was in the Air Force, so he lived in Italy, England, North Dakota, Florida, Colorado. He was all over the place. But see, I love Reggie Jackson, how he attacks the players with his drive. He uses his size nicely. He's so athletic. I mean, he has one of the best Euro steps in the game and a nice tempo change to keep the D off guard.
And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And he converts the layup.
And Harris is so good at remaining active on both ends of the court, never making anything easy for the opposition, which in turn results in a lot of steals.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Here's DJ. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Dallas moving it around. DJ with it. Harris is there. Out to Smith. Clock at 6. Over Jackson. And it's Smith missing. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against Orlando.
And they did a super job of getting those extra opportunities, offensive rebounds, 50-50 balls. Those possessions, I felt like, were key.
Jackson, that's good.
The catch and shoot J is lethal when used correctly. Easy to see why Jackson likes it so much.
Here's Cowens. And since the start of the season, you can see the improvement and refining of DJ's game. Greg, when he's on the floor, a large part of that progression comes from the extra time he spends improving his game.
No doubt. You know, every player in the NBA is dedicated, but it is rare to see a player like DJ who can improve so quickly by putting in all those extra hours in between games. That is a trait that only elite players tend to possess.
And the basket by Harris.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Yeah, of the two teams, they're taking the more makeable shots. Let's see if they can sustain it throughout the game.
Out to Smith. It's DJ atop the key. Noel dishes to DJ. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
He's clanking everything to start this game.
Outside Jackson, inside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
The intensity from DJ. He's superb at rising up and getting the D to foul him when he's looking to shoot.
And both free throws good for DJ. For the Mavericks, 16 consecutive years of 500 basketball or better. Coming to an end last season, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, it was the beginning of a rebuild. The first time in a long time for the Mavs. And they waived some of their veterans to free up space and court time to further develop those young players. And with how competitive this organization is, you know they'll do everything they can to get back in contention to try to send Dirk out on a high note.
Now here's Curry after the miss from Andre Drummond. Cowens. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. DJ's got 5 now.
Even when you get a hand up, DJ finds a way to score. What concentration. He is too tough to stop in the paint.
Drummond, the screen. Here's Jackson, and the rejection by Noel. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Mavericks.
And no doubt they relied upon that three-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. That's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
And here's Bradley from 3. Detroit, no good that time either. Mavericks trailed by 4. Smith with the basket on the assist by Nowitzki. Smith's got his first points of the night.
Well, how about the speed there by Smith? He can intimidate you not just with the athleticism, but with his quickness in the open floor.
Now here's Jackson. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. DJ with it, picked up by Harris. Kicks it to Noel. The feed now to DJ. And he hits it to tie the game up. 7 points in the game.
You got to do more than that to stop DJ. He's too strong. Refuses to be tied down on the way up.
Jackson kicks to Harris. Fader on the way. The shot's good.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. The dish to DJ. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And it's 9 points for DJ.
Oh, and DJ makes some quick decisions. When the D isn't up on him, he burns them with the catch and shoot, Jimmy.
Jackson kicks to Bradley. Drummond with a screen on Curry. Here's Bradley. Here's Drummond. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Now, the energy Drummond has on the glass, it's really ridiculous. He's a spark plug, a real spark plug.
Now, here's DJ. Defense is right there. DJ sets the screen for Smith. Fires from the line. Again, the Mavericks score.
How about that quick trigger in terms of the release of that shot there by Smith? Always looking to get it going from the mid-range.
Now here's Jackson. He has 5. It's Bradley on the wing, guarded by Kerr. Let's go. Here's Drummond, and that's going to be a travel.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Drummond. 2nd in field goal percentage, 3rd in rebounding, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And you mentioned it, he's the 2nd best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot.
Well, I like how DJ actively looks for the open teammate, whipping the ball over beautifully and quickly.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. He dishes it to Harris. Moves back up. And again, Andre Drummond.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Jackson against Smith. Here's Harris. And that's collected by Nowitzki. Here's Dallas. They're on a 14-6 run. And the shot falls short this time. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bradley passes to Jackson. Dishes to Harris. Let's go. Here's Drummond. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Drummond's got 6.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And Nowitzki gets it to go down on the assist by DJ. Nowitzki's got the game tied up here for the Mavs. And it's Detroit's ball. Outside Bradley. He feeds it to Jackson. Drummond with a screen on Smith. Lobbed up there for Drummond. And it's Noel with the rebound.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop steal, though. Still should have went for something better than that.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Johnson and Harris are at the forward spots. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Galloway in at the 1 spot. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Suns played well. He finished with 21 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. That game may have been his coming-out party. A commanding performance. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special. But the biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of us.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Wells kicks to DJ. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Now in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above the rest. DJ, number 1.
He's been playing some very determined basketball here lately. It's showing in those rebounding numbers.
Noel's checked in for the Mavericks. And Detroit with a change here, too. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Chris, you had a great and very long playing career. Talk about how that's prepared you for broadcasting.
I think it's prepared me for broadcasting because I have a unique take on what it takes to get ready, kind of the things that you can't be taught, kind of the war wounds, the scars that you had. I can kind of peel mine back and explain how I got them. I think that by playing for young teams, good teams, bad coaches, good coaches, by being in different situations, it allows me to explain to fan base what a player is actually going through or maybe what play is going to happen next. So I love being able to have the technical side of it with the plays because of the coaches I played for, but also being very close with some great players, understanding the mental aspect. And really, honestly, Kev, I know you're not going to, like this too well. But I work with great guys like you. So when you throw up a softball and we get to talk about something that we love, man, and you make me look great, it's easy, man, working with great teammates. You know that great teammates make you better, and you're the best point guard in the business the way you throw the assist out there. So yeah, I've been fortunate to have good experience, and I got great teammates, and I'm having a blast doing it.
Well, you sound great, and it's an honor to work with you, but I always like the take. You always give me an answer that sometimes I don't expect, and I think that's what the fans like about your commentary.
Yeah, when I used to watch the games, and I've seen some great guys, George Blaha from Detroit, I grew up watching him. I just love just the pure honesty of what you're thinking at that moment, and don't take it personally because I love the game, and so I don't want to have to try to protect a thought or an old school or a group of people. If a guy plays bad and he's the best in the world, I'm going to say it, and if he made a move I've never seen, I'm just really going to say it. And so I try not to exaggerate and just say specifically how I feel, and I'm glad to be a part of a game that can fill you with so much emotions. It's easy just being yourself.
And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old school type center. I mean, he eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skill guy who can pull a defender away from the basket.
He's off on the second. And with Drummond, he does play like towering centers of decades past.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't great at moving the ball around or hitting shots from range, but his size and athleticism are elite and one of the best rebounders in our game.
Pistons trail by 9. Drummond with a screen on Smith. Tolliver the pass to Kennard. And Barnes comes to help. Here's Kennard. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
Dallas leading by 7. Smith dishes to DJ. Smith kicks to DJ. The pass to Noel, and stolen by Drummond. Here's Kennard, and here's Bradley from 3. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Oh, three-point shooting. I mean, the strength of Bradley's game offensively, incredible.
Smith against Jackson. Plays it up and banks it in. And it's 6 points for Smith. Pistons trail by 6. And they double up Jackson. It's stolen by Curry. He kicks to DJ. Back to Curry. Barnes outside. There's a screen by Noel. Shot clock at 6. Over Drummond. And the foul called on DJ. That's his first foul. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Barnes. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Jackson kicks to Bradley. Passes to Drummond. Over to the left wing. Kennard. And that one's on target from the wing. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Love seeing the offense run through the big man. Drummond with great vision and terrific feet.
There's a screen by Noel. And DJ throws it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Oh, yeah, incredible teamwork there. A play you perfect only by practicing it until you're blue in the face. Well, he struggled out of the gate, but now he's really cooking in the second quarter.
Curry on the wing. With the teardrop, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Chris, when you played, you were known as a guy at your size who could rip and run, take it coast to coast. You look around the league now, who are some of the best big men ball handlers?
Oh, you love it. If you get that board, you got to be able to take it, speed up the offense. We've seen Draymond just have a field day doing it with all the players on his team that can knock it down and score. Blake Griffin, Anthony Davis.
Take a break.
We've even seen Paul Millsap and Julius Randle do it a little bit. So I love the fact that if you can get that board and push it, it makes it easier because you don't have to look for the outlet. You can actually find that point guard, that two guard in transition, and let them score, and you be the facilitator.
Free throw good, Curry. And one thing this Pistons team has done well the last few years is control the glass. Helps when you have a star like Drummond. But everyone on this team does rebound and box out.
Well, they have to. This team hasn't had really good shooters in a while, so it's so important to this team because this is what they're trying to do. They stumble a lot on the offensive end, and so how do you help offense? How do you hide those ugly numbers? Hit the boards.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Strong take to get the foul there after not getting it there in the first quarter.
Pass to Collins. Back to Smith. Feeds it to DJ. And DJ throws it down.
Well, it's crucial that DJ shoots with confidence. When he's locked in, he's very hard to slow down.
Jackson passes to Bradley. Jackson setting the pick here for Bradley. Now the feed to Drummond. Pass to Kennard. Back to Drummond. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Smith dishes to DJ. They set the pick. Here's Nowitzki. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got 11 rebounds in the game. Jackson with it. Now Smith defending. Bradley, no one around him. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight. The Mavericks leading. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And now taking a look at some numbers for Noel. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 9th in rebounding. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. And the Mavericks with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Barea with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. In 4th, the Pistons.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Well, Ish Smith is a player who has been around the league a ton for a guy his age and his quality. He's suited up for 10 or so teams already in his career. See, Webb, you watch him play, and he knows he can make an impact at the point guard position. Just ask his coach, Stan Van Gundy.
Well, think about the more teams you're with, the more you get to see different philosophies, different styles, play against different guys. So he's picked up confidence, and he's picked up knowledge across his journey throughout the NBA. I mean, Smith has a good enough mid-range game where you have to respect him. He knows where to look. He knows how to set up teammates, but make no doubt about it, it's Smith's quickness that is his greatest asset.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rick Carlisle is one of the most respected head coaches in the league, especially for his X's and O's. But Bucks coach Jason Kidd, who played for Carlisle, praised his disposition. He's never up and never down, Kidd said. There's no panic in it. He gives you that sense of security to go out there and make a play. Kevin?
Gotta love Coach Carlisle, D.A., an even-keel guy who places a lot of trust in his players. Now, here's Barea. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And Nowitzki, wide open, he fires, misses the 3. Pistons trail by 6. They double him with Nowitzki. Jackson from long range. The Pistons rebound. A second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got 13 points.
What an amazing display of concentration by Drummond, taking the hit like a champ and completing the bucket.
And it's DJ missing. Detroit's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Bradley kicks to Smith. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now just a 2-point Maverick lead. Barea, the pass to Cowens. Back to Barea. Kicks to DJ. It's stolen by Smith. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. 10 points for Avery Bradley.
He just looks more engaged this second quarter. A far cry from his disappointing play in the first period.
Dallas calls timeout. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Well, Greg, what amazed me was they could sustain nothing on offense. They'd make a couple of buckets, then go right back into their shell.
Wells, he's checked in for Smith. Then for the Pistons, Tobias Harris is checked in for Tolliver. Stanley Johnson comes in for Bradley. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
DJ dishes to Wells. DJ with it. Johnson's there. Nowitzki for 3. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
They double-team Johnson. There's the dish to Galloway. Now Johnson. He feeds it to Harris. It's stolen by Barea.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Exactly, but you still want a decent look because if you miss, the strategy doesn't help you.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Barea against Smith. Galloway kicks to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Galloway, no good. Here's DJ. And he banks in the layup. And now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
And when Wells spots one of his guys wide open, doesn't hesitate at all. Just gets it over before the D can react.
DJ, he's been the guy making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, you have done a really good job finding other guys and creating for yourself. What are you seeing out there that allows you to do that?
A lot of it is seeing what's available when we come down the floor and just, making a decision from there. I want to be able to punish them if they give me too much space, but, as soon as they start focusing on me, then I can get the ball to an open man, and the team has done a great job of finishing the play so far, D.A.
Trust is so big in this league. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at DJ in this one. He's been everywhere.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. They were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
Smith Jr. and Curry paired at the 1 and the 2. Dirk is the 4 with Noel manning the middle. And it's Cowens in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. He dishes it to Smith. Now the pass to DJ. Back to Smith. This one for 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got his 3rd rebound on the night. DJ with it, now guarded by Bradley. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Back to Smith. And here is DJ. Buries it from 3-point range. Cowens has got 21 in the game.
When DJ is dialing it in from deep, it makes the team very dangerous. You gotta love seeing him drain it from there.
And one thing that you can say about this Pistons team is they are fundamentally sound, strong on the glass and closing out possessions, and they really don't make a lot of mistakes.
Harris misses.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
They double him with Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Take a look at the Cavaliers, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And of course, Detroit, 7 games back.
And checking out Detroit, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the year's gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
And I don't think they knew exactly what they were either at the beginning of the season. But as they've gotten more familiar with one another, their chemistry has really developed over time.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. Greg, with the Pistons and their discipline as a team, part of their great rebounding means they allow very few second-chance points, one of the fewest allowed in the league last season.
And couple that with how strong they've been at taking care of the basketball. Low turnover numbers as well as points allowed off of those turnovers. And with that rebounding, I think it makes for very measured basketball.
Solid start to the half for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
Jackson against Smith. Down low. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Wow, and that's the length and the touch of Drummond. It's hard for anyone to contest. When he's in the zone, the basket is as big as the ocean.
Cowens passes to Kerr. DJ kicks to Smith. It's DJ atop the key. Smith dishes to DJ. Nowitzki a screen. Off the screen. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Nowitzki's got 7 now in this quarter.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Drummond, foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
One of the most physical players in the league doing his job. Doesn't bother Drummond. If he's got 3 guys on his back, 4 guys on his back, he's still going to score.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Mejri comes in for Nerlens Noel, and it's Barnes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Curry passes to DJ. The kick out to Barnes. At the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tipping.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Jackson kicks to Harris. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Harris has got 17.
But you got to respect how much Harris hustles out there. He earns every rebound he gets.
DJ passes to Mejri. Dishes to Smith. On its way from Curry for 2. It's hauled in by Harris.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
And the basket by Jackson.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Dallas has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The 3 from Barnes. Hands it from downtown. He's got 9.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Jackson dishes to Harris. Over DJ. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And that's 19 points for Tobias Harris. Mavericks leading by 3. Smith kicks to DJ. It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Tolliver the pass to Jackson. It's tipped.
DJ is solid at knowing when to leap up for the block shots. Got to be careful with shooting when he's around.
He kicks it to Curry. Shoots over Bradley. And no good. And Detroit the other way now. And Stan Van Gundy, known for being one of the more demanding coaches when it comes to defense. He doesn't care who you are. If you're not giving it your all on the defensive end, you're going to find yourself on the bench.
Well, he's clear with what he wants and what he expects, and, you know, when you step on the floor.
Smith dishes to DJ. Over in the corner, Barnes. They get it again. Measury misses.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Curry kicks to DJ. Curry passes to Measury. To the middle. They double him with Drummond. The shot's good from Collins.
But you can't let DJ get comfortable down on the block. He's superb at reading the defense and cashing in deep inside.
Harris, right side. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Detroit's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. On the court for the Pistons, they've got Drummond. Johnson is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Jackson, and it's Galloway in at the 2 spot. Shot clock at 6. Jackson kicks to Drummond. Here's Galloway. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Pistons lead by 4.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for the Pistons. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Oh, you have to love the commitment from Johnson on defense, swiping at the ball and coming up with big steals thanks to his length.
Smith kicks to DJ. Passes it to Barnes. Picked off in midair. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Galloway, guarded by Kerr. Puts it up from 15. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. DJ with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. DJ dishes to Nowitzki over Drummond. Rebound by the Pistons.
The defense recognizing the situation and getting right in his face once he got close to the bucket.
Jackson passes to Johnson, feeds to Tolliver. Here's Galloway, guarded by Kerr. Pistons passing it around. And Jackson gets it to go.
He's making shots from that area, and the D is not respecting his range. They better respect it now.
DJ kicks to Barnes. Nowitzki outside. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Nowitzki's got 10 points in just the second half. 4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Tolliver, no luck. And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks trail by 6. Smith kicks to DJ. Back to Smith. Over Jackson. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
Here's Johnson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DJ. Well, many had high hopes for what Stanley Johnson could be in the NBA, but after a rough sophomore season, questions have been raised, C-Webb. the former 9th overall pick, the player of the year in high school in Los Angeles, terrific freshman year at Arizona. He saw a major regression in many areas of his game.
Well, look, the NBA is a different level. And when you come in as younger as Stanley came in, you're going to have to figure your way out. He's with a great organization, great coaches around. He should improve with hard work.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Johnson's got the lead up to 9 now for Detroit.
After failing to be aggressive and look for a shot in the first half, you don't have to let him know this time. You don't have to remind him now. He is really taking this game over in the second.
DJ dishes to Curry. Pass to DJ. 6 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And it's great watching DJ go to work inside, playing with aggression and easily drawing contact on the way up.
Harris is checked in for Stanley Johnson. Pistons leading by 7. To the right side. Galloway. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists in the game.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, the game looks like it's starting to wear on them. Unable to get out, defend the perimeter, unfocused. It's a bad sign.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Nowitzki right side. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Galloway, the pass to Harris. From 11 feet away, and Detroit again with the bucket.
Oh, you love the use of the mid-range jumper from Harris. Just takes his time and makes sure he's in rhythm before releasing the shot.
Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Offensive rebound, and it's sent back by Drummond. It's good, and the Pistons lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Barnes. For Detroit, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Good.
And the way Harris sticks these catch-and-shoot jumpers is just devastating to the defense. I mean, what can they do against that?
Barnes screen on Harris. And DJ throws it down.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
You're right, they are precise in how they ran that play. Exceptional timing, that's all good stuff.
Here's Drummond. That shot missing. Good D by Barnes. It's DJ atop the key. Outside for Curry. Barnes with it, picked up by Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Nowitzki a screen. Curry kicks to DJ. A three-pointer, no good. Detroit leading by 10. Here's Galloway. Drummond. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And it's now 23 points for Andre Drummond.
Well, he's been the safety valve for them on every possession. So dependent.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
Jackson against Smith. Jackson kicks to Galloway. There's the pick. Now the feed to Drummond. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. DJ's got his third rebound tonight. In the corner, Smith with it. DJ sets the screen for Smith. Pass to DJ. From 13, Smith dishes to Nowitzki. Curry passes to Barnes. DJ with it. Harris is there. The shot by Cowan's no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Out to Harris. Curry brings the double. It's Drummond, high post. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 6 rebounds in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Galloway. Lays it up off the glass. Galloway has got the lead up to 12 now for the Pistons. Well, we always hear about how some guys are locker room leaders or a veteran presence on a team. Chris, how quickly does someone establish themselves as a team leader? It's universally embraced by the rest of the team.
It's tough. You know, some guys can come in and do it day one, but I think that we've seen a lot of leaders grow, whether it was a great leader like a two-time MVP in Nash. It took some years first for him to understand himself and then kind of let his leadership you follow that on the court. We bring that to today with a guy like a John Wall. It's taken him about 4 or 5 years to really learn to be around veterans, but guys are coming in younger now, and so I think that it's going to take a little bit of time to develop, but as long as they're continuing to learn, as long as they're continuing to put the effort out, because you're a leader first by what you do, not by what you say. And so if you are trying to figure your way out and work hard, then you're being a leader. People are figuring it out. It's usually when does the vocal part come in along with kind of leading by an example. And so I think for every person it's different, but it's a lot of fun watching because when they get to that point, you've definitely seen some development and growth from them mentally and physically when you know they've taken over the reins like a guy like John Wall has.
Good insight. Jackson misses. Now here's DJ, defended by Drummond. Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Dirk Nowitzki.
And Nowitzki is one of the deadliest shooters of all time. Every time he lets it go from deep, you just get the feeling it's going in.
They set the pick. Bradley kicks to Drummond. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Drummond's got 7 now in this quarter.
That's how you stay within the flow of the offense, just taking what the defense gives them.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Harris setting the pick for Jackson. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Smith. That shot misses. And the Pistons now going the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. To the middle. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Curry dishes to DJ. Nowitzki kicks to Smith. Back to Nowitzki. Rebounded by the Pistons. Tolliver's got his 4th rebound in this one. The dish to Bradley. Drummond a screen. Curry brings the double. Back to Jackson. A floater. Here's Drummond. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And the play is all about Drummond and his solid fundamentals, just taking his time and getting a high-quality chance as a result.
There's a good screen. Curry on the wing. And a wide-open look for DJ. A 3-pointer off the mark. Pistons leading by 10. Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Drummond. It's Bradley on the wing. A 3-pointer off the mark. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. They get the rebound. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Nowitzki.
And Nowitzki is a lethal scorer. Feels like he can knock down any shot on the court.
Jackson with it. Now Smith defending. And they double up Jackson. He feeds it to Drummond. Outside Bradley. Clock at 4. Over Barnes. They get it back. Drummond Goes up again. Rejected by Nowitzki.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Well, you know they like to have some plays back, especially a couple of those stupid ones from earlier. But I tell you what, they'll learn from this. Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
You know, Kevin, the resiliency of Smith is something you have to admire. He's bounced around the league, but has finally become a value rotation player.
DJ kicks to Nowitzki. He dishes it to DJ. Dallas again missing. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaking. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 7. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so the Pistons take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy. This crowd is directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Don't worry about it, Rook. There'll be more chances, man. You all right. It wasn't that bad.
Man, I'm practicing in the gym every single
Well,
day,
then practice
man.
some
Instead of
more.
making it.
Here you go. Here.
Man, what you giving me this for,
You can
bro?
redeem yourself right here,
This
right
isn't
now.
a
Shoot
joke,
it.
man.
No, your free throws were a joke. Shoot it in the bin.
No, I'm not shooting that in the bin.
Shoot it in the bin.
Look, there. You happy? All right?
Shoot it again.
Man, come on,
Shoot
man.
it in the bin. Shoot it.
Ah.
Wow.
Look.
And that's exactly why Shaq was
Hey,
talking about you tonight.
what happened
Nah,
was,
ain't no
bro,
what happened was. Man, work on your free throws some more.
What's up, Brian? Said you have something for me?
I do indeed. Here you go.
Nice, man.
Hashtag cats. Hashtag hilarious. Hashtag why do they hate cucumbers?